John, how intrigued are you? Jack Roslovic is a player most believe is a very skilled player, hasn't quite had offensive output, decent but not explosive. You guys think he's a centerman? He's played mostly left wing. How curious are you just at what this player is and what he has to offer?
Yeah, we're going to find out. He'll play tomorrow, and again, I really don't, other than what people have told me about him, I want to see. I want to see what he is, see where he fits, who he plays with. Yeah, so we'll start that process tomorrow because he'll be in the lineup.
Have you done as you've done before and talked to people around the league that are familiar with him and his game? Yeah,
but Bortz, you know how I feel about it. People talk and say this, that, the other thing. I want to see it, and so he's going to get an opportunity. I'm not exactly sure what the lines will be tomorrow, but he's going to play tomorrow, and then I'll start figuring out on our own, the coaches and I, where he fits, what he is, what we think he can do for us.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Bill Rabinowitz. Go ahead, Bill.
Hi, John. Cam hadn't scored until last night, but he, from my eyes at least, played better in recent games. Could you just kind of assess how he's played this year?
Yeah, he's played in spurts. Some really good things. Sometimes you can't find them. But I think as each game's going by here, I think he's getting more involved. At least when I watch tape after the next day, you see some of his quickness come into it. That's the whole key for me. Is I notice Cam is when he's darting, when he's on the puck. And he's just in the camera all the time as far as his energy. So, yeah, I don't think it's been a total consistent time, but he has shown signs that he's coming out of it. A goal will help him. Scoring a goal will help him.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Mark Scheig. Go ahead, Mark.
Thanks, Glenn. Good morning, John, or good afternoon now. Kind of a two-parter for you. You always talk about the engine of the team being Jones and Werenski. I feel like that there's a lot more to give there. Do you agree with that? And then it seems that the other pair that's doing really well is Delzato and Kukin. So just talk about the two pairs and what you've seen from both of them.
Yeah. There's no question. 8 and 3. They set the tempo of our game, and it has been a little bit of a struggle there. Delzato and Kooks, they've been probably our most consistent pair, which is really good, but also worrisome for me. In the top four, our top four have to play better. I mean, if you want me to answer your question, our top four have to play better. So we'll leave it at that.
Thanks, John.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Jeff Svoboda. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Torts. When you have an effort last night that you kind of described as a struggle, is there a coach's handbook for how you handle the next day, or do you just kind of have to read the situation as far as trying to get them back on the right track as far as just getting everything going?
Well, I think you have to trust your team. I mean, we have been a very inconsistent team up and down from game to game. There's no question as the start of the season. But I trust our guys that they I really didn't have to do too much self-assessing. I mean, that's pretty much black and white last night. The tricky part is like I have numerous things that I know we need to work on, numerous things, but I can't keep them on the ice. We have a back-to-back, another 3 and 4, and I am so concerned about that, making sure they have enough energy playing the games, that the things we really like to work on the ice will be probably with some video clips tomorrow in our 10 o'clock meeting. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to work on both offensively and defensively. It's tough to find the time on the ice.
Okay. Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Sergey Feldman with NHL.com. Go ahead, Sergey.
Coach, thanks for your time. Kind of a two-parter here. I was curious if you could evaluate Mikko Koivu's debut with the team and what he brought. And just on a general note, when guys from the same country are in the locker room, do you sense that there's any value to that? Is there an excitement when a country mates are about to join a team and there's a kind of cohort there?
I'll leave the second part of the question to them. You can talk to them about that. I have no idea. As far as Mikko's first game, it's been a tough go for him since coming to us here with COVID and the protocol. And I like the minutes he gave us. You can certainly see how hard he plays. He's got a hard stick. He's got a heavy stick. He's willing to be physical. He's going to help us killing penalties with face-offs. So his first game, and I know it was hard for him playing his first game. He's been out so long, and especially with the new team doubled up. I thought he handled himself really well, and ended up playing him against Barkov towards the second half of the game. I ended up playing against Barkov because we had no answer for him. And, I thought he handled himself very well. He's going to be a big part of our club.
Okay. Next, we'll go back to Bill Rabinowitz. Go ahead, Bill.
And in terms of the power play, what sign of progress do you most want to see?
Everything. And you guys have a perfect right to ask me questions about the power play, but it doesn't do the power play or any of us any good for me to start discussing all the things we need to work on. It struggled last night, although we had some opportunities on the 4-on-3. Cam had a couple opportunities. Bob made a couple good saves. But I'm just not going to pick it apart with you guys. It doesn't help anybody. And do we think it needs to improve? Absolutely. And we're going to continue working on it and see if we can get some sort of consistency with it.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll go back to Mark Scheig. Go ahead, Mark.
John, do you feel any of the struggles are a result of the lack of preseason games at all?
No.